I'm trying to look at the pretty thing over here and not deal with the bloody Cryptosuchus. Where are you? You feel the wrath of my truck? Shoo! Wait, I'm sorry, did I just... I'm sorry! I mean, I know the truck is strong against normal fish, but you? I am so sorry. Okay, that never happened. Friends, you saw nothing. Don't worry, if you did saw something, you will encounter this. Why? Seriously, why are there so many Cryptosuchus? I want to scan that thing. I want to scan this thing without you guys biting my face off. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Why are you all around? Okay. We'll place our truck right over here. Hopefully being safe. We're so not going to be safe. Okay. There we go. What are you? Juvenile vent garden. No, shoot!
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah. Definitely. Please. God. I'm still surprised by the fact that I killed the Cryptosuchus. I feel kind of bad about it. Okay, there we go, and you...
Vital signs stabilizing.
Together with you, I guess I can wait a tiny bit. Okay, let's see. Juvenile vent garden. Roughly 20 meters long, the juvenile vent garden represents the immature life stage of the fully grown, established vent garden. This gentle giant appears to swim in aimless looping circles around mature vent gardens. So there's a mature one nearby. While their swimming can seem directionless at first glance, the young vent garden is actively growing and strengthening its tentacles for when it finds a vent upon which to anchor and mature. The bell of the juvenile vent garden remains sealed until it anchors over a vent. Once anchored, the heat and pressure activate a cluster of latent stem cells that develop into an opening over the course of a few months. Assessment: docile. Not a threat. You, on the other hand, shoo. Okay, well that's interesting. So there's a big one of those nearby, apparently? That's pretty cool. Also, this is a Leviathan. I mean, I'm happy with these being Leviathans and thus Leviathans not all being deadly monsters. But still, I am worried about the deadly monster further ahead. Okay. So, this all works. This is all very good. However, our current search for interesting stuff with this is a bit of a bust. No blueprints, just some resources. Too many screechers around. But we scanned something. What did we scan? Parallel processing units. I have a feeling that if we want to complete that thing, whatever it is, we're going to have to find this thruster that has broken off. Maybe, because I looked around the ship and the stuff that I can enter, didn't really find anything. Which brings me to part 2 of this. The front of the ship. We know the pilot's last known location is over there. Is there a second part of the ship further down here? Not over here, but I'll go here. What are you? I'm seeing all kinds of interesting stuff. Oh, and you know, for my own safety, I totally should use a first aid kit. Because you never know, if I run into a leviathan, a newt fish? If I run into a leviathan that tries to eat my face off, chances are I will die instantly. At least not when I'm lower than full health. I'm seeing all kinds of interesting stuff. Let me take a look. The newt fish. You're a carnivore? You don't look like... Okay, with that, you do look like a carnivore. A small predator which eliminates the need to overcome its prey by simply swallowing it whole. With its colorful markings, the newt can easily pass for a small herbivore, allowing it to sneak up on its prey. What looks like a beak is in fact a single, stretchy, extendable lip lined with barb-like teeth. Once within reach, it envelops its prey, drawing it inside its stomach before retreating for several weeks to digest its meal. Assessment: harmless, unless you're a small fish. Kinda scary in that regard, and also reminding me a lot of the squid shark. At least with the extendable muscle. Oh boy. So, yeah, that's cool. There is stuff to explore here too. And I'm seeing sea monkeys. What are you? Are you part of the ship? My attention is currently... You're just a plant. My attention is being drawn all over the place right now. I should be focusing just on the ship right now, but... A fallen lily pad. Okay, let me take a look. The fallen lily pad. Eventually, mature lily pads die. While the large leaf allows for an effective area for photosynthesis, there are limited nutrients stored in the earth entangled in its floating root system. When a mature lily pad runs out of nutrients, it will begin to wither and fall back to the seabed, which begins the cycle anew. The fallen lily pad provides nutrients for young seedlings to grow and provides temporary nutrients for other flora and fauna. Wait, so you're telling me this stuff that I'm seeing right over here, I'm seeing rocks. These are being carried by lily pads? What? Oh, of course, they're brood sharks. Don't... Beware, I can apparently kill you with a sea truck. Oh, and there's a ton of these glow wheels here. Dude! Dude! You don't want to fight me! See? That boomerang fish was a casualty. Can I walk on these? Can I walk on these? I know you're never supposed to walk on lily pads, because you will fall through a mature lily pad. Don't do this at home. I can walk on them. That is awesome. And with the glow wheels around, that is brilliant. Wow. Okay, let's quickly hop back into safety. Brilliant. Let's take a look. The normal lily pad in that case. Once the rising lily pad reaches the surface, its sealed fan slowly releases, causing the leaf to unfurl in a large flat circle that floats atop the surface of the water. Despite its size, the mature lily pad is able to float due to surface tension. It would thus be a bad idea to build a base on top of that. Why, you guys are majestic. You might be more beautiful than the reefbacks. But I think that is mostly a case of you look more familiar. Dudes? Dudes? Okay. Fine. 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 You want to do this? Okay, I'm surprised you did not die. I'm surprised you did not die.
And it's best to take this as a lesson. Do not attempt to ram a Leviathan at full speed, for I fear it's a battle which you will lose. Especially against the Leviathans that fight back.
Does that just mean that the Cryptosuchus is just terribly weak and just a bother? Huh. Well, today I learned. Anyway, you're fully fixed. However, as before, I have gotten completely distracted. That's where home base is. That's the alien signal. I think that was where we found the Mercury 2. I want to find the second part of the ship. I hope I can find the second part of the ship. But first I gotta find the first part again. I completely lost it. And I have a feeling that I've not been over here just yet. I definitely have not been here just yet. Let me stick... Found the ship. Found the ship. And meanwhile, curiosity compels me to figure out what the hell you are. What's that? That's Cryptosuchus. I am still afraid. Tree Spire. Alright, alright. Let's see, what have we got? Tree Spire. A hot gas pushes upwards through the planet's crust. Over thousands of years, the densely packed magnesium aluminium-rich rock branched and split, resulting in these striking tree-like vent structures. The ecosystem that emerges in and around these vents is driven largely by the presence of chemosynthetic life forms, which ultimately attracted the vibrant thermophilical coral seen lining the tree branches. So these are just thermal vents, but with stuff growing around them, sort of. Kinda pretty, also kinda ugly with the smoke and stuff, but it's good enough, I guess. But anyway, trying not to get too distracted. This is the front of the or the back of the ship. That means if we were to go sort of directly south, could we find the second half? Could we find the second half? Hi, I'm very sorry that I just killed you, but what are you? Arrow ray. Well, you will be food for the Cryptosuchuses and such. Arrow ray. I'm truly murdering a lot of stuff. Arrow ray, arrow ray, arrow ray. A relatively small ray species capable of fast evasive maneuvers. Well, clearly not fast enough. It feeds on plankton, and the fins on its head form an isosceles triangle, no clue, which it can tilt to perform fast and unpredictable maneuvers. The sharp forward fin tips are capable of spearing attackers who manage to catch up. Assessment: mostly harmless. Well, I'm sorry that I killed you. And of course, I again got completely distracted. We were going south. Going south in the hopes... Hi, Squid Shark. I think I'm happy seeing you. I'm not happy seeing you, that's for a fact. The fact that there are sea monkeys here makes me think, hey, sea monkey nests. Might those be around here as well? Might those contain useful blueprints? And... where's the squid shark? Those are more of the fallen lily pads. There's a squid shark all the way over there. Okay. So we're continuing with up plan? Is that metal? Yup, it is.
Detecting bow of an astronautical Soltrans vessel nearby. Vessel name Mercury 2. Inoperative.
Oh, you think it's inoperative? Seriously, your scanning capabilities, Karen, are pretty worthless. Is that a prawn suit? Okay, this place is a little bit more dangerous than before. How about I place you over here where no squid shark will find me? There are prawn suits over here. That means Altera has been here. I don't need a nude fish. Let's eat good peeper, and I got one more filtered water. I'm currently wondering whether or not I should have brought more. If we're going to be cutting stuff open. Did I have another battery? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Alright, here we go. And put that back in storage. Nice. That should keep me going for a little bit. Are we safe from squid sharks? I think we are. Anything of interest? No. Why are you broken, is what I'm wondering. And... green Turnian? And a lily pad root. Oh, no. Please continue scanning further, thank you. And we have got... Chinese potato! Nice! Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Let's... Cannot enter here. Yeah, I got it. How about in that case we slightly turn you in that direction? No, come on. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, let's see. Chinese potatoes, liking that. Although, funnily enough, right now they're going bad because I picked them up. Yeah, not sure how that works. Anyway, you three, all over here, be safe. That means more stuff to grow in the future, even though I don't need it, but decorating stuff. Let's see. We have got ourselves two things. First, the green Turnian. Green Turnians benefit from the lily pad life cycle. They tend to anchor themselves on lily pad roots and near fallen lily pads and use the material as nutrients. That's nice. And we have got the lily pad roots. Tangled, dense root structures that occasionally pull chunks of terrain from the seabed, connecting an intertwined network of plant life and suspended rock. Well, if that's in the middle of the ship, well, one day this ship will certainly rise once again to the surface. Alright, well, we have got a lot of work ahead of us, I think. There's a lot of stuff to be found. More. Okay, so these Chinese potatoes are old. How did they got preserved over time? You are a drill arm that I already have. Don't need that. But thus it is clear that Altera did go over here to retrieve stuff, possibly. Not the other parts. No squid shark? Can I take a quick look? Blooming raindrops. And seedling lily pad. I am just getting distracted. There is stuff to scan and I love to scan. But you guys are all here along for that ride. The blooming raindrops. These aquatic flowers grow in various biomes. The thick bioluminescent bulb that grows out of the top of the stem stores nutrients when sunlight is in short supply. Kinda look nice. And seedling lily pad. The first stage of the lily pad's life cycle is precarious as the seedling begins to root itself firmly to the seabed. The seedling is surrounded by a cluster of smaller seedlings that will form the lattice branching structures of the mature lily pad. Seedling lily pads require rich soil atop bedrock and constant exposure to sunlight. Hopefully you're getting enough, but I'm not too sure about that. This stuff does look beautiful though. But anyway, moving on. Slow and steady exploration. There's more boxes that I have to cut open in this case. Tell me, is there something good in here? Another reactor rod. I should scan that. I think I can scan it. Can I scan it? I can't scan it, but I got reactor rods galore. Without a bio or a reactor. Also drill arm fragment. Don't need. Do I have to cut you open again? No. Power cell? I mean, I'm not fully complaining about the amount of stuff that I'm getting. But I feel like I have to complain a little bit. Let's see, this is all... Oh, I can go through there. Okay, this is cool. But let's stick to the ground floor for the time being. Or at least the main room. Or should I start low? Maybe I should start low. Let's explore it one room at a time, which right now means this, and right now means that there is nothing else to be found. This is just going directly outside, into the hands of squid sharks. No cargo, no further blueprints, so that's all a bit of a bust again, but oxygen. And that one is full. I don't need all these reactor rods right now, so... And I don't need a newt fish. I'm keeping space. So, I think I want to go explore downwards first. If there is stuff to be found here. Yes, there is. Captain Badass Diana. Okay. Bit of an interesting title. Okay, seabed. Let's see what else. More PDAs. Liking that. I'll just pick stuff up. What are you? Reinforced dive suit fragment. Can I make that? Can I make that? Please tell me I can make that. I can make that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that is still a lack of a proper stasis rifle. But that is a form of protection that I'm really okay with. Okay, what would I need for that? What would I need to make synthetic fibers? No clue. Diamond, titanium. What do I need for synthetic fibers? Where do I get these spiral plant clippings? Because I want them for protection's sake. Oh boy. Okay, Captain Badass Diana.
Sol should pay me more to lead these missions. I saved the whole damn crew from destruction. Mercury 2 was nearly obliterated by an immensely powerful energy beam. I don't know any weapon system with that level of capability. The power source to get that kind of range must be, well, otherworldly.
Yep.
We got lucky. The energy signature is similar to some of the weaponry meant to counter pirates on mining freighters. The refraction of the beam across the atmosphere? Orion's belt, it looked like the Northern Lights. Such power. I fired the emergency flares and dumped water from the nuclear core. I think the heat signature confused the weapons tracking for just an instant. I managed a slight evasive maneuver, and I felt the Mercury get rocked by the sonic boom as the nuclear runoff rapidly evaporated. That alone could have taken us out. Definitely asking for a pay raise. This is not what I signed up for. My days of risky missions should be behind me. But what the hell? I still got it. Even if it was luck. Hopefully, whatever didn't want us on the planet doesn't mind when we leave.
Trust me, it will mind if you leave. Oh boy. Oh dear. I kinda hope, that you maybe died before you managed to get off the planet. or try to get off the planet, because dear god, that would have been a bummer. We're finally free, we finally built ourselves a way out of this hellhole, and there's the second blast. Yikes. I miss my family, Elliot.
We need to get off this planet. I mean, the morning started off so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans, and we were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were going to be in the frickin' history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited, naturally, and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team, they got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse. Some of the animals on this planet, they look sick too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave. But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs would be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. I don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Man. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want. To get out of here alive. Please.
Oh boy. Yep. Surviving the crash is just the start. It's then surviving the world. And that's not the easy part.
Trying to survive will be different for everyone. Some take it slow like the big guy, and others might speed along with straight goals in mind, without being distracted. The way you end up doing it doesn't matter, as long as in the end, you do survive.